Carlos just pulled out himself a Campana. So there's
Pana.
all kinds of different sizes of cigars. You had the, the one that Carlos had, and the distinctive nature of the cigar he had that pointed end. It's like the fourth one down there, the Campana, that pointed in. And then the cigars, they kind of go by ring size. So you have like a 5.6 and a ring size of 42, 40, 35, 30, so on and so forth. And that's kind of like true to your ring size of your wedding ring size. It definitely correlates to the exact same size. There's a cigar, and you can go to the next slide whenever you want, Joe.
This pod is educational. I didn't know that. All right,
educational. This is my favorite cigar right here. So the reason why this is my favorite cigar is it's a Leaf by Oscar, and I need a shout out to Leaf so that I can get a sponsorship through Leaf through G.
Oh, whoops, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Never mind. I'll stop doing that. Go ahead, Labow. Sorry.
So Leaf by Oscar. And the reason why I smoke these one is because most cigars, they come with a plastic wrapper. So plastics have recently came to light, and Carlos probably knows a little bit about this. Have recently came to light, like being really infused in our water bottles and our food and everything else. So to try to stay away from plastic as much as possible is definitely my route. And, not that cigars are by any means healthy or anything like that. I'm not saying that. They do have benefits, and some of those benefits, like relaxation and all that kind of stuff, that peace, all that good stuff comes along with cigars. But some bad stuff comes along with cigars too, and that's addiction and there are you can have cancerous cancer causing, of course, but this particular cigar comes wrapped in a tobacco leaf, as you can see in the background there. So as you get it comes like with a tobacco leaf wrapped type cigar.
Can you buy that? Where would you buy that at?
Most any like fine cigar shops have these. You're probably not going to pick this up at the gas station or anything like that, but most fine cigar places are going to have these, and they're not inexpensive either. So when you're talking about hobbies a little bit earlier and winning the lotto, I think I'm going to have to win the lotto to support the cigar habit, dude. These cigars right here, these are $21 a piece.
Okay,
so,
wow,
it's not the
most
cost effective thing to go with.
Well,
and then back to ring sizes, I actually go ahead and you can hit the next slide there, Joe.
Yep.
Oh, these are the wrapper types. So informational thing, like Joe was saying, these are the wrapper types. You have at the bottom here, you have this Candela, which is like a green kind of wrapper. And then you have one up from that is my favorite. It's a Connecticut. And believe it or not, those tobacco leaves are actually grown in the United States, in Connecticut. That's where the strain of that leaf comes from, which is odd. Like you wouldn't expect like a nice cigar to come from Connecticut in the United States, right? And then you kind of go up the chart as you go. There's a Maduro, which is a real dark one. Those are typically grown in. The Maduros are going to be the ones that are going to be like the Cuban style, Puerto Rican, Dominican, those type are like in the Maduro range. That's kind of where that leaf gets its like name from, and so on and so forth. So
Labow,
any other slides.
Do darker cigars?
No, it was just that was it. There was just the three there.
Okay.
Do darker cigars make you dance better?
I wouldn't say make you dance better. However, depending on the shade of those cigars, like you were saying, Carlos, like a darker cigar, it's gonna be more full body. When you say full body is when you smoke it, you're gonna definitely feel a difference, or like it's kind of like it's like drinking, the same thing. It's gonna make your body feel different when you're doing it. And those darker cigars that are more full bodied, you're gonna definitely feel that if you're not eating or doing something to help prevent that from happening. You'll get an upset stomach, you'll probably get a headache, probably spit a lot, all that kind of stuff. So it's not like the most pleasant thing to be doing if you're not knowing what you're doing. And that's why I'm filling you guys in, so that way if you guys
now we're educated
decide to go this route, you want to pick yourself a Connecticut, something light, something short like a Corona or something, so on and so forth. So, and cigars, man, they are like almost the epitome of like how would you say gimmicks.
Do they have any flat cigars like Carlos's current behind?
Yep, they're called wafers, dude. No, they seriously have flat cigars. No BBL cigars, dude. They're called wafers. They're actually, I have a wafer. Hold on a second.
I don't even know if that's true or not. He's just he just said. All right, sorry.
Here is the wafer right here. If you guys can see this, so this cigar is a wafer cigar. It's a Bach press, but look, if you turn it, look how thin it is on one side.
Whoa,
That's how you look sideways.
That's a wafer cigar. Arturo Fuente.
You started it, Carlos. All right.
Cigars are super gimmicky, dude. So they always have some sort of like super gimmick stuff that they come up with in order to entice you to purchase their cigar. So that like this one comes with its own little like metal wrapping case. This one comes with a gold wrapper, and they have like an anniversary type, wrapping on it. I had this cigar was a Macanudo vintage that was in this one, but it actually comes with like a ring, and it's just like the most common ring size. So you actually have a ring to put on your finger, like temp thing.
Like a metal ring, or is that plastic?
It's metal. It's metal, like a real ring, dude. Like this thing's like nice. You have different cutting styles, different type of lighting styles. You have a V cut. You have a flat cut like this, a full through. You have a punch. So on the bottom of this lighter, it has like a little round, like punch edge to it. If you can see it,
you don't have to cut it.
So you don't have to really necessarily cut it. You just kind of punch a hole in the back of it. I have this traveling humidor that I keep with me all the time.
Oh,
so
dude, I need to get
humidor. Yeah, it's a little like encased traveling humidor. It comes with your like little like humidity packs. You throw your little humidity packs in there. That keeps the cigars humidified.
Send me a link to where you bought that.
I will. They come with like some cigars when you buy them, they come with these like gimmicky things. So like this one comes with its own like flamethrower torch thing.
That's a cigar that you just turned on?
No, that was like it came like wrapped together.
Dude, I was gonna say, make sure you put that in your mouth on the right end.
The cigar, the torch, all that
just
stuff.
Roasted your microphone,
right? I bought this tool. So this is called a long tool.
You have a library behind you.
Yeah, be careful.
Burn down the library.
Set those books on fire.
This one there's a punch tool on one side. There's a bigger punch tool on the other side. If you guys can kind of see, there's like an extra little punch tool on the other side.
Yeah.
And then on one of these, there's this like long lancer looking knife thing. And
put it
basically
up close to the camera, because you have a nice camera. You should be able to focus that in. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so like this basically what's happening here is if you get a cigar that's rolled too tight, or you're not enjoying it and you're not able to just kind of enjoy it, you're like feel yourself like struggling to smoke it or anything, you can take this tool and you kind of stick it down the middle of the cigar, and you kind of break up the leaf as you go through there. And that kind of breaks that leaf up so you can get a better draw on your cigar, and so on and so forth. And then the other side of that tool is when you get to the end of your cigar and you're kind of like not wanting to burn your fingertips, but you still kind of want to finish your cigar. You don't want to waste it. They're $21 a piece, right? I have this other tool, if you guys can see that. Basically, you stick this into the little piece of the cigar that you have left over at the end, and then you can kind of like just use that like a crutch to smoke the rest of your cigar, so you can finish doing what
you used to use something similar when you used to smoke your leños when you were little.
Pretty much same thing as a crutch when you used to smoke your joints. Carlos, you are correct.
Wow. Yeah, well, thank you for the
yeah,
dude, that's like a masterclass in express masterclass in cigars. Thank you, man.
Dude,
I will say National Cigar Day.
I will say I stumbled onto cigar smoking. Gosh, it's probably been about 7 years or so. We were in Cancun with a bunch of friends. It was an adult-only trip, so it gives you an idea of the type of debauchery that was happening in Mexico. And we were hanging out. We were going to dinner, and one of the guys pulled out a cigar, and he's like, "You want one?" I was like, "Dude, I've never smoked anything ever in my life. Nothing." He's like, "Oh, dude, it's super easy. Here." So he lit it up, And I have to tell you, I pretty quickly felt so relaxed and calm and just chill. And I actually didn't have a cigar hangover, and I didn't to this day. Knock on wood, I haven't thrown up. I haven't gotten sick. My stomach hasn't gotten upset, and I think that's part of the reason why I enjoy it, because I haven't had any of those negative effects. But it actually is a fun, relaxing hobby. Certainly I would caution anybody out there, with addictive personalities, because it is that good. You could potentially, get to Labow's level where you've got every tool in the kit. But it actually is a very relaxing.
Get to that point when you're burning down libraries.
That's the number one. That is the number one reason, Carlos, is the relaxation portion of it. Just to be able to chill out,
that in your hot tub in the back.
That in the hot tub, bro. A cigar in the hot tub, there's nothing like it, bro. Yeah.